He's been called to testify as an expert witness by the defense at the Toronto van attack trial. Forensic psychiatrist Dr. John Bradford has spent more time than anyone else with Alek Minassian. He wrapped up his testimony today, and it didn't appear to help Minassian and his defense's argument that he should be found not criminally responsible.
This case is about Alek Minassian and whether he, in his particular circumstance, suffers from a disease of the mind that renders him incapable of knowing what is right and wrong.
Since 1987, autism has been recognized as a mental disorder by the psychiatric community. But Dr. Bradford told the court this week that in his decades as a psychiatrist, autism has never led to a not criminally responsible verdict in a Canadian murder trial. However, that hasn't stopped Minassian's legal team from arguing that his autism diagnosis should result in an NCR ruling.
Autism is a spectrum, and so the doctor has to assess where on that spectrum Minassian lies.
Dr. Bradford told the court he can't get his head around how Minassian's autism would lead to a not criminally responsible verdict at the judge-only trial. According to Dr. Bradford, Minassian has shown no examples of psychosis, delusions, or hallucinations. Psychosis is a key component in 90% of successful NCR cases. Not exactly what you'd want to hear from your expert witness if you're the defense, according to criminal lawyer Kim Schofield.
Certainly that opinion hurt because it can't help. They're stuck with what they have, and Dr. Bradford came to the table and just told the truth about what his opinion is.
Schofield notes that if the defense didn't call Bradford to testify, there would be a massive hole in their case since he spent the most time with Minassian.
Strangely, by calling a witness like that, you do gain some credibility, even though it's contrary to your interest, because you're coming forward and saying, this is the landscape.
Section 16 of the Criminal Code states that for someone to be exempt from criminal responsibility, their mental disorder must render them incapable of either appreciating the nature and quality of the act or of knowing that it was wrong. Dr. Bradford testified that Minassian does have some empathy problems, but I feel that it comes from his condition as opposed to psychopathy, also pointing out that he hasn't been violent at any other time before this incident. Dr. Bradford pointed out on multiple occasions that he's not an expert on autism. This Monday morning, the defense will be calling their key expert witness, an American doctor named Alexander Westphal from Yale. It's expected he'll give his reasoning for why he believes Alek Minassian should be found not criminally responsible for killing 10 and injuring 16 others when he drove a rental van down Yonge Street in April of 2018. I'm Adrian Ghobrial for City News.